John, obviously you weren't happy with the effort the other night. What is missing, or what message is not getting through in your estimation?
You know what? Like I said last night, I'm not dissecting it publicly. We're trying to figure things out internally here, and I don't do the team any good as far as speaking about it now. I don't think it was all effort. I'll give you that. We have some things to work on with our structure, and we just need to get better. I'll leave it at that.
David Savard back in. Is he in the lineup tonight?
We'll see. We'll see how the day goes. Yeah.
Canceled practice yesterday morning, skate on today. Is just trying to give it a different look.
No. We played 7 games in 12 nights, 5 games in 8 nights, 4 games in 6 nights. We've played a lot of hockey, and to drag them off a plane, to give them 15 minutes of where they're half asleep by being on the plane and all. I'm worried about injury in those type of situations in the afternoon, and I think it's best just to leave them alone. I'm not crazy about morning skates, obviously.
Yeah, right.
But I felt we needed to get on after yesterday. It was more important to do it this way in this situation for our team right now.
John, with Cam being announced to go to LA as
Terrific.
well, how excited are you?
Yeah, terrific, and so well deserved. And it's difficult for the league with the spots and maybe lack of spots for some guys that are really all-stars that haven't been named. I'm thrilled that he gets an opportunity. He has been one of the more consistent, dynamic players in the league. Amongst a bunch, and it's great at this point in his career that he gets an opportunity.
Folks in Nashville here obviously still fondly remember Seth Jones. Is it possible to overstate how integral he's been to you guys this year?
He is. I see him growing from where he was very good for us last year. I've seen him take huge strides this year, and the most exciting thing, there's more there. And I think in leadership. Not just on the ice, but how he handles himself off the ice and drags people along. It was a good hockey deal for both teams. Joey's a really good player. Seth is a really good player. I'll speak on our behalf. He's been a huge part of a young defense as we're trying to go along as a team.
He's such a big guy, and he moves so fluidly, Seth. When you look at him, do you just conjure up images of some of the great, really athletic defensemen that have come through?
Yeah, and just his size alone and how athletic he is, it's unique. And I just think he's just beginning to explore what he can do. I think when he starts expanding himself and asking himself to do more mentally, he's going to be. He's just a really good player now. There is so much potential in where he can get to. Yeah. So it's for this team. Him being with us, it's really exciting.
Yeah.
John, on the eve of the break, will part of your message tonight be leave it all out there? You got 4 days to.
Yeah, I don't think I have to say much. I think our players know we've kind of we've middled along here. Been pretty pedestrian as far as minutes in games. We found the way to get some points along the way here, hovering around near that 500 mark. I don't think it's something that they're real happy with. We have certainly talked a lot about it with you guys. They have talked about it with you. I think when you get to this situation, these are games that I think you're going to be able to take a chance to take a breath in a few hours after the game. I think it makes it easier just to let yourself go, and hopefully we'll get a good effort here.
Back to Seth a little bit. He and his brother came to hockey because they were in Denver when the Avalanche won. His dad was a basketball player. Mm-hmm. This game is starting to sort of reach its arms out to people in different ways. As a coach who's been around it for a long time, how excited are you to see some of these great athletes and players that maybe wouldn't have been reached by hockey now coming into the game and changing the game?
Yeah, it's great for our sport. It's a sport that continually fights, I think, sometimes for respect with the other 3 major sports. Yeah. And I think there's been a lot of good things that have been added to our game as far as the rules. There's some, as I've said, I think has hurt our game a little bit. But the key thing for me with our game is the youth that's come in here. Yeah. I mean, Matthews from Arizona, Jonesy from Colorado, and you do get the bloodlines in there too, which is really neat. So that's the greatest thing I think that's happened, especially this year with the National Hockey League, how much youth and how much talent that has come in with such young kids, and they're playing. Right. They're in the league right now, so it's really good.